Hey guys, thanks for checking out the podcast. Before we get started, I want to remind you about the very cool bucket list trip I am doing in 2026, the Smitty Learns Irish podcast, where I'm going to do my bucket list, hike Ireland for a year, learn about Irish history, town by town, through the mouths of the pub owners and regulars. Because what's a better way to learn about something you love than to experience it yourself? Patreon.com/we3Smiths, only $3 a month, and thanks for checking it out. And welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty from the What the Hell Everything podcast. Another reaction through space to open rock and roll minds. Mine first, yours by happenstance. Maybe you never know. This will be my next go at symphonic metal, and we'll add to Nightwish, Ayreon, and there's perhaps one more that I am missing. That has been, I've started that journey with Nightwish, and again, continue with Ayreon and Epica, and this is a great example of just how I pick stuff to react to sometimes. Epica is a name that I've heard suggested, I've heard a few times throughout my life. In the last 10 or 15 years, I've heard the name of that band. And I saw they opened up for Metallica, and I'm like, well, let's give it a shot, shall we? That's usually my template for a band is good if they open up for Metallica. But we're going to get into Epica from the Quantum Enigma. How I pick songs, especially for a first listen, which this will be. I've never listened to this band before, ever. I usually pick the third song on Spotify, third song down. That way it's not the most popular, and I always feel like the third song down is a lot of times a good song to start with. So this will be Unchain Utopia. And if you like this reaction, you like this video, you want to see more reactions to Epica, or maybe follow along my journey, please consider liking, please consider subscribing, and who knows, maybe you want to support the channel more on Patreon, you can do that as well. Link is in the description. Unchain Utopia. Great pause point. My history with symphonic metal, historically, I've just always been kind of like, I don't know if I like the meld too much of the symphonic aspect with the metal aspect, and how well it can meld. Nightwish, again, I've reacted to several songs from them, including a full album. And sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't work for me. There's some cool things happening here, and I'm trying to just, especially on a reaction, just trying to like put together all the things I'm hearing and what works and what doesn't. There's some really cool chunky stuff that is really melding well with the symphonic thing. A lot of times, man, the symphonic vocals don't really work for me. I appreciate them, and I appreciate her vocals, and she sounds good. So far, I'm not sure how much those symphonic vocals are really working for me either. But let's continue, shall we?
Why should we all believe you? Carry on board, and we want to come to your delusion.
I really love that acoustic guitar, whatever that guitar is. That's fucking cool. And there's parts that I associate with like a Gregorian chant. Those parts were cool mixed with the metal. A lot of times the solo vocal thing, I'm just like, I don't know if it works. But when it's joined by a sort of chorus or something like that, it works a lot better. There were some cool parts. There were some parts that didn't really sit with me. But overall, I enjoyed the song. That's one thing that I love about doing this Rock Radar thing, just tackling songs that I didn't normally give the time of day to with an open mind, and trying to find things I like about something that I normally don't gravitate towards, and just finding cool things within a song and cool things within an album if I'm doing that. And yeah, Epica. Did I pick the right song? Maybe I should pick another one? Throw that suggestion in the comment section. Sorry, that happens to me a lot. And we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you joining me, and until next time. What the hell, everything?